Yes.
Woo! Man, it's been a minute since I've seen everyone. I just want to say thank you for showing up. I'm sitting here, I'm monitoring the chat, I'm letting people in, y'all. We're making it do what it does. I am super, super, super excited to have everyone show up for me. This love and this support, y'all, you don't even know how much it means. Just seeing everybody's faces. Some of you guys, I haven't seen you in years, right? I was going through my whole Rolodex on my phone. I was checking out my emails. I was like, I gotta send stuff out to people. And then I say, you know what? I gotta be a better friend too, right? I haven't been so good. I see my brother on the line. I see my sisters. You guys, mwah! I love you guys so much. They say, how many people are showing up? I say, well, maybe about 10, maybe about 17. I don't know. Y'all, the number right now, my number right now is 55 and people are still coming in. I cannot believe it. You guys really love me. I love you back. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
So much. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey guys, we're gonna get into it. I don't want to keep you long. I just want to say, first and foremost, I give God all the glory, all the praise. I told the Father, I say, Lord, if this is something you truly want me to do, then you're going to have to meet the need. You're going to have to supply everything that I need, right? You're going to have to get the people to show up. And I'm telling you, he showed out tonight, y'all. There were people were saying, I got people on planes. They like, we're trying to get there. People that just touched down. I had friends that we can kind of pop in and we can pop out. I got folk in church, but they reached back out to let me know if they could or if they couldn't. And so with that, with my deepest gratitude, the deepest sincerity of my heart, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. So you're like, what is this new business? I'm a serial entrepreneur. Oh my goodness. So what I came on board with is Novae, y'all. And maybe some of you guys have heard about it. Maybe you guys have tried it, maybe not. But this is a phenomenal company. Now, I know you guys, if you know anything about me, I don't get on everything with everybody. And especially when we talk about pyramids and things of that nature. But let me tell you this. I got on board with this company and I gotta say that God gets all the glory because it really intrigued me because there's so many components and so many facets of this company that bless so many people. The biggest thing is when I came on board, these people are Christian. I was like, OMG, right? Every time they're doing a launch, every time they're promoting people, every time they're talking about someone, they are making sure that they are promoting Jesus Christ. You guys know I love the Lord. If you don't love the Lord,
Amen.
sorry, but I do. I gotta let you know. I gotta let you know. So with that being said, I just want to give thanks to everyone that showed up tonight. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the business and then I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to my mentor, right? And he's going to go ahead and share everything that's going on with the business, right? So what this is, I'm actually going to give some permissions here. Give me one second because people are all coming in. I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is so good. This is so good. We're still admitting people, y'all. I'm working and I'm a multitasker. You guys know I multitask. I multitask all the time. So what this is Novae, right? And not only Novae, this is a whole conglomeration. So I'm doing a small business. I'm starting small businesses, helping people start small businesses, helping people get funding, right? Helping people knowing how to set up their entities. This is another component, something that I'm doing off to the side with Novae, but the main bread and butter is Novae. But I do want you to know that I'm helping people start small businesses, making sure that your entities are set up properly. A lot of people say, oh, set up an LLC and we're good. And, no one can touch you, as far as, being sued and that kind of thing. That's not necessarily true, right? Making sure that your business credit, right? Your business lines of credit, even your personal credit, making sure that all that stuff is squared away and good to go. And going in telling you about those that fine print, right? That they never tell you about. We're going to get into that, okay? It won't be tonight, but you guys can totally hit me up offline. And I know that Mr. Mario, he's going to be letting you guys know some stuff as well. But what Novae's doing, this is all about business funding, about business credit, about personal credit. If you actually want to start your own business, you can become an affiliate as well. There's just so many avenues. And I've done this stuff in the back for so long. I've had so much education. You guys know I go to school for everything. I have certifications and licenses. Right now, I'm currently working on my PhD. Praise God. My husband said, you're a lifelong student. I said, yes, I am. I got to get it all. I got to get it all. And so with that being said, I just want to say, I want to introduce This is Mr. Lord Morrow. He's going to come on the scene right here. He is an active duty Navy veteran right now. So this man, truly amazing. He's out there making it happen, making it do what it does. Even on active duty, y'all, he's still out here taking care of the community, taking care of the people, because you know we can't be in the military forever. You guys know that I retired back in 2015, and it was a blessing to serve in the United States Navy. You guys know I did physical therapy, and then I had all these other little side gigs on the side. But this is a time I said I'm going to step forth. I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm actually going to walk it out literally in faith, and God has truly, truly shown up. Lloyd is a serial entrepreneur. He puts his money where his mouth is, and you know, he got the numbers in the bank account to prove it, right? His zeros got zeros, and they got zeros too, right? So we're super, super excited about it. So right now, Lloyd, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over to you. You have permissions to share your screen, praise God. And I hope you guys just enjoy the presentation tonight, and let's just have fun, okay? Let's have fun.
Okay. Hey, can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Hey, before I get started, I want to give it back over to this queen, CC. She brought that energy out. It took her about a month and a half to do her launch party because she's so meticulous. She wanted to make sure she crossed all the T's, dot all the I's. So if you guys really care and love CC, in the chat, please drop some C's all over the chat for me. Drop some C's if y'all can all over the chat. Okay, cool. Hey, CC, while they doing that, go ahead and give the screen sharing over to Joe. Give him the permissions, because I'm gonna bring him up next. I see all those C's. Wow, all those C's going in the chat. Okay, you can do that. All right, so like CC was saying, my name is Lloyd Morrow, serial entrepreneur, active duty Navy. I retired here in September. Okay, all you guys are invited to my ceremony as well. Okay, so I have been lucky throughout my life. I'm no different from anybody else. I just been lucky and privileged to have some good mentors that say, hey, Lloyd, I understand you 18 years old, but this is what you need to be doing. I understand you're 21 years old, but this is what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be doing. And I kind of had people on my back, kind of had people pushing me. And that's why in a setting like this, I love settings like this, because now I get the opportunity to reach out to a lot of people and push people to and give the same knowledge that I was privileged to have. Okay, so another thing why I'm so privileged about this opportunity is because what I already had going on with my businesses and everything like that, I needed something that was gonna allow me to, one, continue to prosper and grow what I was already doing. Two, also, I love my time freedom. I love spending time with my kids. I love riding my slingshot, my toys and everything like that. I love doing that, okay? And then also it gives me the opportunity to educate and give people knowledge that they probably otherwise wouldn't be able to get. So I want to thank CC again for that, for being able to not rush the process, not rush your launch, and making sure everything was timed. I know you had a family emergency last weekend. You wanted to do it then, but we kind of went to the drawing board, and we're doing it today. And we on this with 60 people plus in climbing. So check this out, guys. We are gonna go over some things tonight that, guess what? There's no secret. It has always been there, but we just didn't have the knowledge. So we're gonna drop a lot of gems, a lot of knowledge to unlock a lot of generational wealth. Of course, it's not gonna happen overnight, but if we get the information and we put certain things in order, our kids, you know, can be wealthy. Okay, hey, if you guys can go ahead and mute your devices, please, so everybody can, the audio can flow clearly. Okay, so yeah, that's what we plan to accomplish tonight. We plan to accomplish showing you guys some different things, like CC said, when it comes to businesses and starting up and make sure everything is structured right, how to properly secure funding, loans and lines of credit. And I'm not going to steal my mentor's show or joy too much, because he's going to hit it on the nail. All right. Cece told me she bringing out the town today. So I said, hey, I'm going to bring out the big dog today. I'm humble enough to say that. He's been my mentor, my life coach, very successful in the industry. And you're talking about my zeros behind zeros. This guy right here from the west side of Chicago, helping hundreds of thousands of families nationwide. Amazing guy, God-faced, driven. The list goes on. His bio goes on and on and on. I don't want to steal no more of his thunder. Mr. Money Joe Gates, are you on?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, can I get a thumb? Awesome. Man, listen, Cece, I must steal a little bit of Lloyd from you, right? I mean, I agree with you, Lloyd. Her energy was on point. And honestly, when you know what you have, right, you get excited. But I'm excited when others are just as excited, because it's a big thing, right? So we're going to dive into that in a second. But here's what I refuse to do: say anything else without giving God the glory. All right. So with that being said, one thing you're going to know about me is that, with God will always be first. Shout out to CC, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, girl. That's a good feeling, right? We always make sure that we keep God first, because here's what I know about God: as long as He's first, He won't be last, which means that we'll never lose. It's just a matter of us staying consistent, keeping God first, making sure that principles align. All right. So with that being said, CC, I want to give it back up to you as well for, doing the right thing, right? So when I first got started, one of the things that I really want to do, it was just a passion for me to just want to simply help, people that I love, that I care about, people that I grew up with. I wanted to make sure that they seen it first, because I knew I was going to help everybody else, right? It was a no-brainer for me. I knew that we was going to serve the community. I knew that anyway. But if I knew one thing, that I wanted to make sure that the people that I grew up around who I knew didn't have this information, if they just got it first, then I'll have more peace, knowing that as I now build and I go out, I know right away that what? I feel better knowing that my people had the same opportunity that I had to be successful. It doesn't matter what they picked off the menu. I just want to make sure you got the menu. And then you fix your plate according to whatever it is you desire, whatever fits your family. So I just want to congratulate you on that, because, Lord, we both know people that came into this thing, they go right to social media, right? They'll go right to car dealerships, right to mortgage brokers, and right to realtors, because they're not necessarily looking at what I can do for my people first, right? And it's not wrong with either or, but I'm sure you guys can agree it's something different when somebody says, listen, I want to help my people first. So, Lord, you already know, King, I want to give it back up to you, man, for being a servant leader, man. We could chop it up all day long. We already know what it is, man. I'm super, super excited, man, just, have this partnership, this family bond that we building, man, and just continually blessing people along the way. And a little bit about me, guys. My name is Joe Gates, and I want everybody to understand, right? And who I am now is not who I used to be, but it's definitely not who I'm going to be neither. I'm grateful where I'm at right now, but I once again give God the glory. See, prior to this, I was a truck driver. And the thing about the truck driving industry, Lloyd, I was smart enough, and I had, education in that arena to where I could at least own my own truck, right? But here's what I did understand. My mentor said, Joe, if you don't find a way to make money when you're not working, then you're going to have to work that hard for the rest of your life. So it didn't matter how much money I was making on the clock. He wanted to know how much money I was making when I wasn't working. And that shocked me, because all I knew was go get a truck. And I knew, listen, if I'm going to drive a truck, y'all, I might as well own one, right? Because that was the highest level of frequency that I was on at that particular time. But I took a look at this information, guys. Let me tell you guys something. It only took me 3 months to never have to work again. So I love the information, because not only was I helping people in the route of, we're talking about 3 months of me never having to work again. So the first thing that I knew was how to help people with these services and how to walk people off of their jobs. I thank God for this, man. Listen, I can literally sit up here and tell you guys what I'm about to share with you guys right now. I was able to walk 32 people off of their jobs in 1 year. And they have nothing to do with the community. We're not even talking about, everybody together, right? CC, right, Lloyd? It was just a matter of me telling you the transparency of what God gave me. I knew right away that if I did it, I can give people a blueprint. I can give people the system. But here's what I love about it. 2 years later, Here's the blessing. Being able to retire my mom. My mom was a police officer. Can't have my mom 60 years old running no project buildings. Come on, y'all. I can't have my mom 60 years old pulling nobody over. Y'all know how this is now, right? So the blessing for me to say, Mom, you never have to work again. That was a blessing. And then I remember, Lloyd, she's sitting around, man. She's always sending me little pictures of different things, right? And I'm like, you know what? Just like you, Lloyd, I seen you go get your dad that car. I seen you go get your dad that Maserati. I seen it. I say, you know what? That's a good look. I said, man, you know what, Mom? You graduated. I mean, you retired. I'm grateful. I said, Mom, let's go to the car dealership real quick. Went to the car dealership. I said, Mom, let's go get you that. Just jump in it. Take it for a spin. Tell me if you like it. And if you like it, it's yours. Now, why was I able to do that, y'all? Because of an opportunity, right? That came to me, that walked me off my job, showed me how to walk other people off of their jobs, and allowed me to be in a position to where my mom never had to work again, being able to help her get the car that she always wanted, and just things that I was able to give back to the community, man. Like my queen never happened to work again. And we can do this all day long, y'all. But with that being said, one thing about my mentor, he told me, he said, Joe, listen, the problem with a lot of Christians is that they get somewhere and they forget to tell people about their story because they're trying to be so humble. And it makes God people look all broke. He said, listen, you got to start telling your story. Because I used to be one telling everybody else's story. He said, no, you got to tell your story. So I'm here to tell y'all, as God is my witness, I'm so grateful. I became the first 7-figure earner in my family in 3.5 years. So what I'm about to share with you guys right now. So I love it because along the way, we was able to help so many people. So if you guys can see this screen, Lloyd, CC, if y'all can let me know. All right. Are we good?
Yes, we can see it. Yes. Can everybody see it? Can you give some thumbs up in the chat?
Audio and visual clear.
Let's do it. See, listen, what we want you guys to look at this like our country inside of a country. See, we want to expand this thing. We want this thing to be like heaven on earth. Okay. So that's our model, right? To push financial literacy through our communities, spread across the world so everybody has an opportunity to be successful. But inside of that, we're giving God the glory. We're making sure that we apply principles. We're making sure we love and embrace one another. But here's what we're doing also, going through every community, making sure that nobody growing up we can take away the word but out of everybody's vocabulary. That's next level. So our movement is go-getters. Now, why do we choose that? Because everybody should have goals. I don't care if it's relationship goals, health goals, financial goals, spiritual goals. If that is not something that you trying to get in life in general, then this may not be for you. Right? Because everybody should be trying to get some type of goal, right? And we just want to congratulate you in advance. And if you guys look at the bottom, it says what? If we're all winning, who's losing? Okay, guys, there's no competition here. All we want is for everybody to have the exact same things that we have. And watch this, if you do better than us, we still win. Because that was the mission anyway, is for everybody to be successful. All right. So as we dive into this, we partnered up with a phenomenal company called Novae. That's what CC just got done telling you guys about. Now, Novae stands for New Beginnings. Write that down. I've always been a fan of one season, one relationship, one book, one opportunity, one Zoom can truly change your life. Okay, so as we dive into it, let's get into a little bit of credibility. Some of you guys may or may not know this guy. This is Damon John, but he's going to say some great things about what we've already accomplished. But I want you guys to look at this as being on the front end of something that's about to explode. Okay, so what he's going to talk about is a little bit about the company, what we've done so far. Let's see what he got to say.
What's up? It's the Shark here, Damon John, and I want to congratulate my fellow Sharks, Rico, Azik, Finney, and all the affiliates nationwide. And I want to tell you, congratulations for Novae and for making the Inc. 5000 as one of the fastest growing companies in America out of more than 7 million. In fact, number 2037. Now that is a hard number to beat. Trust me, you are just getting started. So I want to make sure that I congratulate you because that's what I call display of power. Be very proud of your accomplishments. Many more to come. Thank you for being fellow Sharks. Thank you for testing yourself. And this is only the beginning. All the best. Peace.
Only the beginning, guys. And I can promise you one thing, right? To have all of this, what I'm about to share with you guys in one bucket is absolutely insane. And to have God first, like we mentioned before, a tremendous amount of people that love and care about everybody, I'm telling you guys, this next level. All right, so as we get into this, we want to call this what we call our freedom ladder. Okay, and we want everybody to see it. See, I always tell people this, see, I personally don't care if you went to Yale, I love you. But I also don't care if you went to jail, I love you. Why? Because I understand that some communities, there are great people that grew up with bad environments, bad mentorship, bad plays, bad coaching. So all we want to do is say, sis, it don't matter if you're high or low, king, it don't matter if you're high or low. We have plays to help you go to the next level. So first thing, we want everybody to jot down. For the sake of time, we're going to dive into some of the more valuable ones, but write this down. We have our own bank. Yes, we have FinTech, Black-owned bank. Of course, we don't discriminate or racist, nothing like that. We love everybody, just so we clear, right? But to have our own bank, okay, means a great deal because we're actually saving people money. Why? Because it's 0 ATM withdrawal fees. It's 0 overdraft fees. So when you add that up, right, that's a lot of money that our people save. And you guys know that banks made over $300 billion between the 2011 and now from just fees. So look at that, all that money we're putting back into our communities. Now we're going to touch on this in a second, y'all. Personal credit is very important. It's going to shock you guys, okay, about the number of people that need help and they're increasing your cash flow. I want everybody to write this down. Y'all ready for this? God would never give you something you cannot manage. Write that down. See, a lot of times people pray for stuff. If I were you guys, I pray for management because then you can give me more stuff. Does that make sense? So when you talk about money, you always want to ask yourself a question. How can I take what you already gave me and increase it, multiply it, add value to it? Why? So you can give me more, right? I can show you that I'm a great manager of the money you give me. How many of y'all know some people, girl, to get $1,000 check and go get your hair done, nails done, feet done, car wash, everything else, and go to church and give God $8? That's bad management. That's bad management, right? So we just want to make sure that as we pursue that, we also, spread the right messages. Now, number 4 is building business credit. Number 5, we're going to talk securing business funding. Okay, number 6 is growing your business fast. Here's why I personally love this. It's because it's not just based on individuals. You help individuals because that's your passion and you should want to service the people in the route up if that's your choice. But I like it because you can close corporate deals. I got car dealerships who turn people down every single day, CC, who can't get a car. Guess what I don't have to do? I don't have to, they know they got a group of people who can't get something already. They give them to me. I show them how we can help them, get them going, send them back to the dealership. That's what I love about this business. Okay. And then number 7 is protecting, right? We always talk about having trust and things like that in order because to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and not have 7 in order, we're supposed to leave right behind for our kids, right? Our kids, right? And that's what I love about this opportunity is not only having access to it, not only having the people who can help you take things to the next level, but being able to protect it at the same time. Now let's jump into a little bit of personal credit. Now this might shock you because you may be on here with great credit and we just want to say congratulations. Nothing wrong with that. But we also want everybody to understand that there's 43 million guys, Americans that have less than a 599 credit score. We're not even talking about a 610. We're not talking about a 645. We're not even talking about a 700 people that want to increase it. We're just telling you that that's a lot of people, yes or no? And this means that there's a lot of good people who got medical bills, student loans, repossession, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens. I mean, you name it, right? These are things that's on people's credit report. And I can promise y'all, majority of the people that I run across are absolutely phenomenal people. They just didn't have understanding growing up, or they had what we call bad mentorship. Or how many guys understand that hardship comes about, right? Right? So certain things do come up. But I want you guys to understand what separates us is that, number 1, we have a 180-day risk-free guarantee. See, we're so sure we're going to help that person. We're willing to say, listen, you give us your money, we can help you, going to give it right back. It's on us. If we can't help you, we can't turn this needle, if we can't get your credit working on, listen, it's all yours again, right? I want you guys to write this down. We have over 1 million negative items deleted. 1 million, guys. We've been rocking and rolling. And here's what another thing that people love about our services is not only are we helping them, not only are we helping them with difficult things, but we also making sure that, watch this, they're not doing all the work. So the strategies and mailing things out and contacting the credit bureaus, we're saying we'll take that off of that customer. We'll make sure we deal with that. Okay, so you can have more peace. Another thing that people love about us is that they get a text and they get an email every 15 days or so to tell that person exactly what's going on. So nobody is lost. Why? Because we want to make sure you actually get it. and understand it. That's why we put a support team in place to make sure that everybody good. Okay, so you're talking about for $89 a month. See, our goal is to help as many people as possible get to a 750 or above. Why? Because CC, we already know that if you got a 750 or above credit score and you in the right environment, guess what you are? A millionaire. You are literally a millionaire. You just need people to show you how to execute and run plays, and then you can teach other people. Now, here's what I like about this, y'all. We have what we call a customer referral program. See, a lot of people love this because two ways, right? Somebody decides to partner up with us. Customer referral means that every time somebody sign up, imagine everybody sending you their entire family. Why? Because they know that they can get their credit worked on for free, right? And then on the flip side of that, for somebody that just want to be a client, still a blessing. You also know that I can send people to get my credit for free. So either way it go, guys, that referral is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, my first year at CC, I had about 1,000 people, and I promise you, I only knew 40 of them, if that. Why? Because everybody knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody that also had what? Less than a 750 credit score. So who wouldn't want to increase it? That's why I love this opportunity, y'all, because you never got to sell or convince it. You educate people, they pick off the menu, and then you move on, right? So building business credit. Now watch this, y'all. I want everybody to write this down. 50%. This is too big of a deal. We got to make sure we got to make sure everybody get this, y'all. I see this every day. 50% of businesses go out of business their first 5 years. Within the first 5 years. That's a lot of ambitious people. That's a lot of people that got great products and services, great management and things like that. But here's the problem. The real reason why they go out of business, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, is because of lack of financing. They don't have access to OPM, other people money, in case of any crisis, but also sometimes it's about expansion. See, if Apple get in a jam right now, y'all do know Apple going to borrow $10 million, right? They'll never go to their own pocket. Verizon Wireless, same concept. They're going to borrow 5 million, 8 million. Here's what happened to our people. We have a great business, right? We have the ambition, we have the work ethic. And here's what happens, CC. When a crisis comes, who we borrow from? Ourselves, y'all. We go to our bank accounts. Watch what else happens. We go to our credit cards, yes or no? So now what happens? That business go out, we broke. Utilization is high, which means that what our credit score is jacked up, and now we back working the job with the ambitions that we once had. Soon the willpower burns out, and now we passing it down to generations, acting like business ain't business. It is. You just got to know what you're doing. So what have we told you guys? That we have an opportunity to help people, okay, get real business credit. CC just mentioned that, right? A lot of people got LLCs, C corps, things like that, but that's not business credit. Okay, that's a part of business. So once you guys look at it, our business credit suite is broken up into 3 components. Component number 1 is every person comes for business credit is going to automatically get 1 year of personal credit, right? But also the business credit is going to be set up, everything you could think of from front to back end, so that that person is legit. It's all done in this middle section. 411, done at Brad speed, right emails, right phone numbers. You guys realize that the name of your company could be wrong and a bank would consider you a high risk. You guys realize that a slash or a dot could be in one credit bureau, but not on the other 2. That could mess up the whole rhythm of your business being legit. See, you need people to know how to identify and line everything up. And here's what I like about this, guys. You ready for this? They also get $50,000 guaranteed. Guaranteed. And we should say, Lloyd, at least, right? Because I've seen people get 70,000, 85,000, right? We just want to say 50 so that everybody can understand, all right? So now we have the personal credit fix. Look how many more businesses we keeping open. And then we also get them access to all of this money, guys. This is over $60,000 in value. And truthfully, it's priceless for me, Lloyd, because the information outside of the money you see that it costs is priceless. But I love it, y'all, because we give everybody options. It's not about one person, it's about anybody. We want to make sure everybody can get this done. So yeah, of course, you got a lot of people that says, you know what, CC, I got the $24.95. Let's go. I got a business. I'm trying to expand. Congratulations. Let's do it. Because the goal is to get as much out of your personal name into your business name. Who would like to have a house in your business name? Who would like to have a 18, a 19, 20, right? Multi-units, right? Who would like to have all that? Trucking companies, all that in business name. Okay, same concept, right? And then we also have the, okay, you can't afford the $24.95. That's okay, we get it. We got an option, it's $4.95. $4.95 down, and you can chop at this thing, okay? So that we can make sure that you get it. But we also realize there's a lot of people that come in and already have fairly good credit. All right, great. So now you might say, I'm going to leverage my name to get OPM. So you can finance the $24.95. And then now you get going, you get business credit, and then you pay them back off investments that you've already made. So that will be the goal, right? So with that being said, look how many more business I'm talking about everybody on this call right now. Look how many more lives we're saving, how much more gain we give into our communities, and how many businesses we can keep open, okay? Now, what about funding? I love the funding aspect of it. I need everybody to write this down, okay? Anytime somebody come to us for funding, anytime somebody go to CC for funding, here's what's gonna happen. There is no hard pulls, which means it will not affect your credit. Write that down. Guys, we got over 35 lenders. So let's say, for example, if you get Sharon puts in the application. Sharon, first thing I want you to know, Queen, is that there will not be anything that affect your credit. Second thing, Sharon, I want you to know is it's going to be 35 people looking at that one application so that you have more options. See, if you go to Chase Bank right now, Chase Bank gonna likely tell you no, but it's only one person. But we got over 35 people. They can get you personal loans, they can get you business loans. You literally just became the bank, or you know exactly where to go to get the money. I want you guys to look at some of these funding, right? Some of the things that people, that's $304,000, okay, for somebody to expand his barber business. How many of y'all know a lot of people that pray for things? And I've always looked at it like this, CC. You pray for things, then God starts to move things around. And usually, if you guys think about it, your blessing usually comes from a human being. It comes from or through somebody. And here's what happens. A lot of times, if we could be 100 and transparent with one another, when that person comes to us, most of the people aren't in position, y'all, to take advantage of it. So what we want to do is we say, keep praying. But when God brings you that home, when he brings you that vacant lot, when he brings you that ability to get that account to, maybe you need some more trucks to take advantage of that, that opportunity, guess what? You're now in position. That's what it's all about, kings and queens. And a lot of you guys, just like us, see, when I came in, I've always been known for keeping it real, being 100, being 100 with Lloyd, same concept. You guys feel the same way about CC. So we already have credibility as human beings. So it makes sense that we lines up with a company. See, guys, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So it's definitely a company that only back up with the services, but the credibility. Okay. And with that being said, y'all, listen, what we do is we do these Zooms, right? And I love this because this gives the family, the friends, right, the opportunity to see the opportunity, if that makes sense. And I love that concept. But I also want you guys to know what exactly we're doing all over the country. So some of our queens, literally right out here in Georgia, okay, saw the same thing, decided to come on board, be a part of the movement. I want you guys to hear pretty much what took place in their lives because of this opportunity. Let's grow together, y'all. Check this out.
That is the sound of freedom. A lush and rugged expanse about 130 miles south of Atlanta, just shy of 97 acres. It's undeveloped, unincorporated, and it has new owners.
It feels amazing. It was really amazing. I cry every time I come here.
Renee Walters is one of them. She's president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative. It's a collective of 19 Black families who recently bought this land. This dream all started a few weeks ago during Renee's typical morning call with her friend, Ashley Scott.
She said, Ashley, did you see the article about Toomsboro for sale?
Hi, I'm Ashley Scott, a realtor, and I'm the vice president of the Freedom Georgia Initiative. We want to tell you about Novae money. The reality is that in order to have freedom and to have ownership, it starts with an exceptional credit score. It starts with a business and that EIN number. It starts with having your financial house in order.
Come on, guys. Let's do this. If you got your hands right now and it's free, let's clap it up. I mean, guys, because listen, this could have been any of our families, yes or no? Right? At some point, I'm gonna tell you right now, 2 of them didn't even think they can get their own home. But because they got around the right people, right? Got around the right mentorship. Forget just buying a neighborhood. I mean, forget just buying a home, y'all. Imagine buying a whole neighborhood. So this is what we mean by when we call this project that we're doing right now called Buy the Block Up, which means we're going back to our communities and we're buying everything, gas stations, beauty supplies. Why? Because we got the resources. We got the community and we have a bunch of people giving God the glory, man. I thought that was phenomenal. I don't know about you guys, but that was part of the reason why I got started, because I knew right away it didn't matter people telling us, you can be all you can be, CC, and, you know, grow up and be in. Well, listen, if you ain't got the resources, all it is talk, right? But for us to be able to go back and say we have the resources and then check out our lives, look how we're living, all right? And just duplicate that. Now, I love this section, right? Because in the beginning, we showed you guys a section where, you know, you can refer people, okay? Now, the thing about that is that, you know, you can refer people that allows you to get your services free, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I love the option when my mentor said, Joe, you can refer some people and you can make you some money because you now become a partner and you can help expand this thing. So it says up to you. He said, Joe, you could give me your family, friends. I'll get them going for you. I'm going to make a lot of money off of them. And you just get your credit fixed, Joe. Or you can do the same thing, refer them to the same person. I'm still going to call them, answer their questions for you, but you're going to have a website. You're going to have a business and you can get those people going. So I want to show you guys the same option that, you know, I actually took advantage of. I know Lloyd took advantage of. CC, welcome to the family, Queen. I know she took advantage of it. So it's just an option for those that say, listen, I know I'm going to help some people. I know I'm going to tell some people about it. Let me show you guys how you can actually make a lot of money, guys. This section I'm about to share with you guys right now, just give me like 10 more minutes. I'm going to tell you guys right now. This section I'm breaking out to you guys right now is the reason why I was able to walk 32 people off of their jobs. And the reason why I became the first 7-figure earner in my family, because I didn't think that big when I first came in, CC. I only thought about my neighborhood. Then my mentor said, Joe, it's neighborhoods all over the country. Let me break this down to you guys, how simple this is. If somebody have credit issues, you can refer them to CC, right? That's a choice. Or you can refer them to a video. Write that down, a video. See, we made it very duplicatable so everybody could be successful. See, they watch a video, the video is going to break down every single thing that takes place with their credit, how we going to work it, the process and everything. So that saves you and me a lot of times, right? So now when that person watched that video and they say, hey, listen, I want to move forward. Guess what you have to do next? Just send them over your link. Listen, guys, you send them over your link. Watch this. You have 5 people. Everything is free. I want y'all to write that down. You have 5 people, your credit and everything is getting worked on for free, but guess what else you just made? At least $500. But what if you say, Joe, listen, what if you say, CC, how do I keep building this thing? I mean, this thing is really simple. I want to help more people. Then what if you have 5 people a week? That's an extra $2,000 a month. But that's only one way, guys. The second way is those same people that you run across also want to know about business credit. Same process. Somebody want to know about business credit. Listen, enjoy your family. Send that person a video. Let them watch that video, guys. Don't disturb your job. Don't disturb, just send them the video so you can do what you were normally doing. But that video is going to break down the tiers, how business credit works, and all of that's going to be said for you. That person want to move forward, you do what? You send them over your website. Kings, come on, fellas. Y'all made $500 per person. Queens, come on, ladies. Y'all made $500 per person. You have 5 people. How much is that? That's $2,500 and your services are free. Or you can send them to us. CC will help them for sure. You can get your credit and everything worked on. It's just an option. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather take the $2,500. Amen. I'm going to love y'all either way, right? It's just an option, right? I know the company would probably have more benefit if you guys were a customer, but as a movement, we want to give you guys the best, okay? What about funding? I love this because, CC, you could send a link over on your way to church. Amen. Imagine you being in a parking lot at church and somebody already have business credit. They're already set up because they went through you. Now they say, okay, you know what? Hey, Sharif, I'm ready for this loan now. My business credit is straight, King. I'm looking to expand. I got 8 trucks. I got this contract. I need 4 more trucks and I'm good to go. All right, you ready. So we send him over the link. Now watch this, Sharif. You sign up, you get a $500,000 loan because that's what you needed for your trucking business. I'm sure, Sharif, you're satisfied because you came for what you came for, yes or no? My man, right? So now watch this, he's happy, but all she did was send him over a link. She earned up to 4% of that, y'all. How much is that? That's $20,000. Now, Sharif got what he wanted, right? CC made $20,000. Sharif going to tell everybody what? That she's the plug, because without her, it was a great chance he wasn't going to expand, so everybody wins. And here's what I love about this. It didn't cost him no money to get the money. It's some of the best money I've ever seen in my life. I get paid for helping somebody get money, and it didn't cost them any money to get. That's a different amen in church. I can tell y'all right now, CC gonna have a whole nother hallelujah, all right, with $20,000, right? Coming in, right? And the whole time, y'all, you just consistently helping people. I'm telling y'all, there's nobody out here that has all of this in one location. You have to spread them out. You normally got to send them to 9 different people. I'm telling you guys, you're a one-stop shop now for everybody need to take everybody to the next level. Okay, and of course, you can offer white labels as well, up to $3,000, and then make 10% lifetime royalty for everything that takes place. Now, as we get ready to get to the back of this thing, I don't know about you guys, but I love being able to earn money when I'm not trying to work for it. My mentor told me this a long time ago. He said, Joe, if you don't find a way to make money when you're not working, you're going to have to work for the rest of your life. Now, I didn't mind working, but I didn't want to work no 12, 13 hours, CC, not for the rest of my life. No, I wasn't. How many of y'all know some people that retired and end up back to work again? Right? Or the second option, come on, kings and queens, can we be real on here? Because we got to grow together. How many of y'all also know some people that retire and they're not working, but they're living on a tight budget? Come on now, y'all. This is the only way we're going to grow. We keep it real with each other. And I'm trying to tell you guys, listen, as we're helping people, you're getting money, but you're also getting what's called points. And just like at your job, a supervisor, manager, and things like that, you get promoted. I love it over here, y'all, because your business promotes you. What you do promotes you, not an individual, right? Now, all of this money on the right-hand side is called residual income. So this money has been dropped in your bank account every 15th of every month, according to where you are in your business. So remember, you made $100, you made $20,000, you made $500. That's on the left-hand side. But on the right-hand side, they're dropping $6,000, they're dropping $10,000, they're dropping $15,000 every single month. Listen, you could have hit $15,000 2 years ago. That's still going to give you $15,000 on the 15th of every month. See, what I teach all my mentees is this, CC. I say, listen, live off of the money you earn for not working. I promise you, when you go to work, it's a whole nother level of peace. Ain't no manager, no supervisor got no power over you, because you know I got peace of mind knowing what? If you fire me, I'm good. Why? Because I actually make more money on the side than I do at the job. I'm just here because I love it. And that's what really helped me out, y'all. And I love this. See, the company said, listen, we know the more y'all get, the more bougie you're gonna get, right? You should want better things. I'm not here to take that away, right? I do believe in on heaven on earth, right? But here's what we want to move. Here's what we want to do. We want to make sure we push the right message. See, a lot of people go and they earn money and then they go buy liabilities. What we tell the people is take your money, purchase an asset, which is a company. Let the company cover your liabilities so you driving and you living for free. I love this, CC. I promise you, you come to Chicago and you're going to see a lot of Mercedes. You're going to see a lot of Audis. You're going to see a lot of BMWs. And they're paid for by the company, by bonuses, which means that it's different when we go out and somebody asks us what we do, how much that car costs. Well, I know it will cost you this, but it costs me that. Is that not financial literacy? But what about people that want to, talk about homes? How many of you guys got homes right now? How many of you guys would love to say, listen, that mortgage is now covered? See, once you become an executive vice president, you just keep on growing. That's it. Executive vice president is just somebody who just kept going a little longer. That's $3,000 they give it to you to take care of your mortgage. So watch this, y'all. Here's a message. Let's say, CC, you say, man, listen, they gave me a house, but the house that I really want, I want a pool in the back, right? I want higher ceilings. Okay, great. So they might slap on an extra $1,000. All right, cool. So now your house is $4,000. So if your mortgage is $4,000 a month, the company give you $3,000 a month. How much are you coming out of your pocket every single month for the exact help that you want? $1,000. Guys, this is what we call Section A in reverse. We then took the concept of using other people's money and made it our money that we generated. And instead of us coming out of our pocket for $1,000, we got the house we want, $1,000 a month. And you guys will see more of this for those that decide to come in, and you'll realize that, man, there's a lot of good lives been lived over here, okay? Because of those opportunities. Now, we also want everybody to understand, listen, I tell people this all the time. If I could do it, you could do it. I worked 12 hours a day prior to this. So one thing I love about this, because you can do this on your own pace. You do it on the weekends, you do it on Mondays, you do it on Tuesdays, you might want to do it every other Wednesday. Listen, you want to work this thing an hour a day, it's your business. There's no pressure. We just want to make sure that if you decide to come and be a part of Let's Expand Together, that you got the resources. You get a website, you get a staff. What if I told you guys, once somebody signed up, that all of the work was done by you, but you get the credit as if you did the work because you're the owner. So you know the process. You know everything that's taking place. You can look on your website and check on all of your clients. But the peace of mind, y'all, is knowing that what? That I have analysts working for me. I have credit repair specialists working for me. I have attorneys working for me, which means that my clients is getting helped by everybody that's working for me so we can spend more time with my family and friends and enjoy yourselves. You don't want to be mailing off stuff all day long. Trust me. That's what people get paid for, okay? All we want to do is make sure we help. But we also hang out, y'all. For those that like to travel and stuff like that, we do yacht parties, a lot of stuff be covered by the company. It's not like coming out, being around people who actually have everything that you're looking for. That's peace of mind. Because all I have to do is get on the ship, have a glass of wine, and ask questions, right? Just ask questions like, what's going on? So we want you guys to look at this more like a buffet. Does that make sense for everybody? It's a buffet. If you feel like it's something on here you could take off of this thing, then take it. Add it to your plate, and now you have more food, and you know now that I got more food on my plate I can eat. I can get full. I'm not lacking anything. But we also know some people on here that might say, you know what? I need it, but also want to expand it. I see what you guys are doing. I want to spread it. I want to be a part of it. And the perks that comes with it is a bonus. See, I never did this for the money. I did this to help people, and the money came. Does that make sense? That was my goal. And I want you guys to understand it. Okay, so you have the right mindset coming in, like how many people can I put on? How much knowledge can I spread? How many people can I help? I promise you, you're gonna look up. You'll be another 7-figure earner. And these are the options, guys, okay? If you say, hey, I want to do it, I want to be a part of the movement, I want to help spread this thing, I want to be the one, because remember, guys, you're on the front end of something that's getting ready to take off. A lot of people ain't heard about CC yet. But that is the good thing for everybody that's on here, because you know that I'm going to be the reason why people hear about this, okay? $199, you got a business. I love it because I'm all about helping everybody, right? Of course, this thing is worth $1,000, but if somebody say, listen, the company says right now, not only are you paying $199, here's what's going to come with it, your website and your staff. For $199, you got a business. You can offer the services, the credit, you can offer the business credit, you can offer the funding. You're literally the bank, y'all, for $199. $49 a month to cover your operation. But some of you guys may want to do what we did. We went pro. Okay. Now, what I love about the pro is that it allows you to make more money for the exact same work. But those residual incomes, y'all saw that? That's all in here because you get to expand. How many of you guys know there's people in New York that have bad credit? Miami, they have bad credit. Chicago have bad credit. I'm in Atlanta right now with Lloyd. Why? Because I know there's a lot of people out here that got bad credit. So we actually putting an event together tomorrow.
Let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
We already know, right? We understand that there's a lot of people that got goals, but they don't have the resources. So for $349, you have access to all of that, right? And then for $99 a month, literally. And what I like about this too, CC, is that for the $349, if you need your credit worked on, it's included. You get to help people make money Get your credit worked on for $349, $99 a month. But look, once you have 5 people, everything is free. So if I could be transparent with you, I've never paid $99 a month. It looked good on the screen, right? I was willing to, CC, but I never had to pay it. So a lot of you guys come in, you just say, listen, what plays do I need to do? What steps do I need to take? Just like CC. CC's not out here guessing. We're giving her exactly the plays to run so she could be extremely successful, and that's peace of mind, right? So the idea is to get you in, give you plays to run, so you get your 5 out the way in your first 5 days. Now you made your money back. You getting your credit worked on. Guys, I went from a 545 to an 840. Do you have any idea of what that did for my entire neighborhood to know that somebody is literally right here with an 840 credit score that can give you the game? And with that being said, we understand. I mean, even Jesus said, my sheep shall what? Hear my voice. So we understand, right? Jesus gave, Jesus came and talked about heaven. He talked about a king. He talked about a kingdom. He talked about righteousness. He performed miracles, yes or no? And it was still people, CC. It was like, I'm good. I'm good. Don't touch me. My arm broke right now. Don't touch me. And don't touch me, right? And he understood that. That's why Jesus said, my sheep shall what? Hear my voice. And we understand, y'all. First and foremost, we just say that you hear. We appreciate you coming out. Of course, CC gonna close us out with some final words. But we just want to tell you guys, listen, from me being on the other side of this, I'm telling you, if you're number 5, you're still blessed because you're here. It's no love lost because that's a decision, and you might just want to send people so that we can help them along the way. If that's you, that's okay. You might be a number 8. A number 8 is somebody that says, you know what, CC, I'm interested. I just got a couple of questions. Now, if you're number 8, all we asking is you take about 5 to 10 seconds and just grab your phone and just text the number 8 to CC. If you could just text her, CC, I'm a number 8 girl. This sounds good. I don't care what it is you guys may need inside of it, or you might want to spread it. But 8 means that I'm interested, girl, but I got a couple of questions. And if you and Lloyd and Joy, if y'all can answer these questions, I'm good. But some of you guys are just like us. I'm a 10. I was looking for something like this. I was looking for something that felt like this. And I was looking for something that was going to truly work and help a lot of people break generational curses and give God the glory. If that is you, then I want you guys to take 10 seconds and just text CC the number 10. Just text it, y'all. Shoot it to a phone, whatever form of communication, so that we know how to communicate and really help people according to the way. Because some of you guys on here right now, you're like, you know what, CC, I'm with you. If you rocking or rolling, let's do it. And I just want to just say, with that being said, CC, Lloyd, man, it's been an honor for me to jump on here and serve you guys. I know we rolled over a little bit past our time, but I didn't want to rob or steal any bit from your audience because I knew that they need to get it the same way that I got it, with a lot of love, a lot of passion, so you guys can understand this is not a moment, guys. This is a movement. And we got to make sure that we keep God first and making sure that we continue to inspire, help a lot of people go to the next level. And I promise you, you're going to look up, you and your family went to the next level. So with that being said, Lloyd, I pass it back over you and CC. Hopefully, guys, you guys can value from that. If you did, put some hearts, some fires in the chat. And once again, man, God be the glory.
Hey, I'm gonna just say a few words, Joe, before I give it back over to CC and close us out. We definitely got to get Nadine some love on here for introducing this opportunity to CC. Can't forget about Nadine.
Truly, Nadine is the truth.
Nadine. Okay. So, hey guys, Joe Gaither, his nickname is MJ for Money Joe, right? Let me just tell you how much of a servant leader he is. He was flying in town, found out at the last minute that he was coming to, him and his queen was coming to Atlanta for a graduation. And he knew that CC had a launch party today. And he actually had to maneuver his travel plans around just to get situated, just to be on here to serve us and give us this knowledge, this leadership. So, hey, Joe, I just want to thank you again. Hey, guys, if you guys Appreciated Joe changing his travel plans and everything and somewhat being situated because he got that Novae background. I don't know where he at, but he got that Novae background in the background. Hey, y'all type me and MJ in the background. Type me and MJ in the chat. Type me and MJ in the chat. I appreciate you, King.
Hey, listen, CC, I knew what was going on. I said, man, I'd do this in the garage if I had to. I just wanted to make sure everybody understood how important you mean to us. What it is we doing together, man. Lloyd spoke very highly. Nadine, of course, as well, man. So we super excited. Whatever I can do to serve you guys. I want everybody to understand one thing before I go to Lloyd is that my mentor said, if you stay on the flow, CC, you ain't never got to worry about falling out the bed, right? If you just stay humble, you ain't never got to worry about being humble. So it's an honor for me to be on here to serve you guys.
Thanks.
Fantastic. I love it. I love it. I just want to say thank you. People are like sending me texts. Woo, woo. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I love it so much. I just want to say thank you. This is what community is. And Lord is absolutely right. Like he was just flying in. Like it was just, I'm going to be there. So they show up. And I've never met them in person, y'all. You know, I haven't. Nadine, she told me so many wonderful things. Lloyd came on, he mentored me, he asked all my questions. I had him on the call forever, y'all. You know, I get down into the weeds of things, right? I always like to try things out first because I never want to have anybody come on board if I haven't tried it. You guys might know right now, currently I work with the Department of Labor and I teach everything from resume skills, resume writing, salary negotiations, interview skills, how to get hired by the federal, the government, you name it, I do it, how to set up a LinkedIn profile to make sure that you get in, right? And I was like, I'm working hard and I love what I do. I give back because it's for a veteran community. But I was like, you know what? As I was teaching these slides and doing all this stuff, I was like, man, you know what? I got to put Novae on. I got to do this stuff for myself. And lo and behold, come to find out, as I was sharing things with people to get employment, I realized that there were some business owners in those classes and there were some people that wanted to get into business. And so I say, God, you know what? If you make a way, I will do the work. And so I began to put in my own slides, y'all. Probably shouldn't, but I do. And I let people know, like, hey, you can have your own. You can have your own. Right now, we have a penthouse in Myrtle Beach. We're right on the water. If you guys want to Airbnb it up, call me. Okay, I'll get you right there on the water. Views 360 all the way around. You're going to love it. And this is going to continue to help me sustain that, right? To continue that. I don't have to come out of my pocket. That legacy. I had my little guy, Israel, come in and sit on my lap. And just to show you guys the legacy, you know, Joe talked about inheritance and leaving a legacy. And that's what we do. My brother Sharif is on the call. He says, I'm going to be there. I'm going to check it out. My brother too, he's like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. Okay. So he's on the call, praise God. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for showing up. Quick testimony. I told my husband, I said, you know what? I'm not important because I'm not. I was like, I don't know if people going to show up for me. I get really nervous in the service about this kind of stuff. And I always show up for other people. But it was over 70 of you on this call today. And I just really want to say, I love you so much. You don't even know how much that touched my heart. God told me two things ever in my life. And this is the second one. The first thing he told me something great was going to happen to me. I didn't know what it was, but I was telling everybody something so great's gonna happen, something so great's gonna happen. And everybody was like, well, Cece, what is it? And I was like, I don't know. I really didn't. But my mom, she loved me so much. She got just as excited as I did. And she said, well, baby, if God told you, then I believe it. 2 months ago, you can ask my friend Nadine, my husband got me a vacation over in Hawaii, praise God. It was amazing. And I told her, standing in that hotel room, I said, Nadine, I said, God said it again. He said, Sandra, the greater is going to happen in your life. And this wasn't a feeling. This was an innateness, something within me that I knew. It was like it was in my DNA. If the whole world would have came against me and say, no, that wasn't it, I would have said, no, I know God said this. I know the voice of God and I know when it's me, right? And so this time, 2 months ago, I was in Hawaii and I heard him say, Sandra, something greater is going to happen. But he said, not just for me, he said for other people too. And he said the greatest for them. So I was like, Lord, I'm a little jealous now because you said greater for me, but the greatest for them. So I was like, okay. And honestly, let me just be real. I don't know if this is it because he hasn't told me, but I told God in this endeavor, I say, you have to show the proof. You have to show up. You have to make it happen. And tonight he made it happen. And so I truly believe that this is it. I have peace in my heart. I thank each and every one of you for showing up. If you want to know more about the business, you have my cell phone number, you have my email, text me, reach out to me, whatever the case may be. I also put my link here in the chat. You can go ahead and copy that as well. And we will make it happen and we will be winners. Again, thank you to Lloyd. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Nadine. Thank you to everybody that showed up. There's so many names, y'all, but I love you. I love you. I love you. So we're going to sign off. As I always like to say, love and light and inspire for purpose. God bless you all.